Hyper mode.
Alrighty. Hello, everyone. I'm so glad that you can get better quality for the stream, Saul. But hello. I have hands. It's a miracle. But thank you all for coming. I'm genuinely very excited about this. And thank you all for getting me to affiliate. It's genuinely sort of humbling. I'm just so excited about it. We don't talk about how much I've worked on my bot in like the few moments up to this, but everything should be working. I hope. I can't bang against his desk. Good to know. Hands. Um, we don't talk about how jank the setup is. It's fine. And unfortunately, this is the best webcam that I have. The one I was planning on using, I couldn't get set up. So one day I'll buy a better webcam. Today is not that day. This is a second Saturday. Oh gosh, that's gonna cause problems. I'll fix that later. I'm watching somebody's hands. What, are you cheating on me now? How could you? But in other news, we have three kits to choose from. As I line them up here. Wait a second for some other people to come in before we start voting. But I'm very excited. I have been holding on to these kits because I have wanted some like choices for stream. So I haven't built Gundams for a little bit, and I've been craving to. So I'm excited to actually be building them. Create a poll to run for like 10 minutes. That's a good idea. Alright, well, I will parade them, and then when we get a few more people asking about the poll, um, I'll parade them again. So, is this the right way? This is the right way. We have the Getter 1 Robo. Okay, that's gonna cause problems. I need to, Wait, I've done this before. That's fair. Okay, we have the Getter 1 Robo, which is exciting. I need to move my mic in a minute, because that's gonna cause problems. We have the Deno kit, which is gun form. I'm trying to remember the Imagine's name, and I can't think of it. Yuteros. There it is. And we have one. I don't actually remember what it's from, but I like the look of this kit. So it's Tornfam? I don't know. It looks neat. So those are the three kits we have. I will go through them again later. I'm gonna mute my mic for a second and move it because me banging against the desk is gonna happen a lot. So, actually, I just realized I can do this on a software side because this should be. Um, there it is. I was like, I have a thing where I can hit my mic and it can't hear it. So, yeah, that's better. That's much better. See, sometimes getting good software is good. My hands look really washed out, but that makes sense. I'm wearing white gloves. But yes, thank you all for coming. This is extremely exciting. I'm excited. Just very, very excited. Where is my stuff? So, I don't know how much of the kit we'll get through today. I'm hoping the whole kit. It may um, need more painting later, but I can do that in my off time. Um, and also feel free to yell at me if I go out of camera shot. I shouldn't, but I'm never sure. But yes, I also have my tea today. Little known fact, I actually drink out of teacups. Okay, that doesn't fix my problem. 1 second. Alright. That should be better placement. Thank you, Sal. I am smacking it already. I don't have the music going. Jeez. I knew I was forgetting something. There we go. It is a nice teacup. I really like it. That feels very loud. Okay, that actually might just be me. Wait a minute. Hi, Tames Flames. Thank you for coming. But thank you for the stretch and the hydrate. How are you doing today? That's better for me. They are my hands. We are building Gundams today, so we kind of need to see these. I have hands, they exist. But good to know that my redeems are working now. Because they weren't earlier when I was messing with them. So, very good to know they're working. We're gonna... I know Saul put up a poll of our options for kits, which I should probably just have them sitting in front of the camera while we wait. I don't think they can all fit on camera. Actually, what if I... Now you can only see Deno. No, they don't all fit on camera. But yeah, we have a Deno kit, Getter, and whatever this one is. Which, it's bad that I don't know, but it looked cool, so I bought it. Alright, I think the audio is good now. So yeah, we'll leave that poll run, and then we'll decide. And then we will go from there. Let me not trap my headphone cord. Okay, you can still hear me banging against it. That is not right. Where is my... Ooh, you're not supposed to be able to hear that. Question, what do we do? I guess it's up to me then. And I get to choose, so. I just like not making decisions. Okay, now you don't hear it. Haha! I fixed it. um, Hold that up. How is it completely even votes right now? Wait, is that right? That's hilarious. Oh, that would do it. Well, good thing y'all have channel points. Oh. Who even died out again? That is funny. Are you guys getting channel points properly? I think Saul was saying that the illusion of choice. I think Saul was saying, yeah, they're working now? Wonderful. I love that. Are you all just voting for all of them? I love you all, but please. Oh my gosh, I love you all. Don't know the difference? I mean, they're all kits. You just kind of choose whichever one looks cool. I mean, I like them all. So. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. One moment. I need to hop over to my keyboard. You know what? How is everyone today, by the way? You cannot hear me. There we are. How is everyone today? I hope we are all doing well. Because I know I am. You slept well! Yay! That actually is very exciting. That is genuinely very exciting. We love when we sleep well. Alright. Need to do one more thing for myself. Sorry about that. Alright. I think that should be everything. How in hell did you make 15 horse puns in the span of 30 minutes? Do I want to know what they are? Do I? I kind of do, actually. Because that is impressive. Like, 30 horse puns in the span of 30 minutes. No, 15 horse puns. Either way. And Deno's won by 1 vote. I do like the Deno kit. The Kamen Rider kits are actually what started getting me into Gunpla, so this is thematically appropriate. But yay, I love opening new kits. It's just so satisfying. But yeah, my first kit was Kamen Rider W, and they're over on the shelf, so I can go grab them if we want to see. How many do I own? I have the 3 unmade ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6? No, I should have more than that. I have W, Duki, Arsene, the horse, the Shogun, Exposito, Deno, those 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 seems correct. Because I bought 6 one time. And then... yeah, I think 8. No, 9. Ho-Oh I also have. Under 10. I don't own too many at this point. Okay, this is neat. I'm gonna take this out of the package so you can see it. But yes. This is who we are making. Oh, that is a horrible glare. Ooh, that's fun. So, I like this. It's a little, oh, you cannot see that well. That's better. It's a little, just plastic standee of the Imagine, which, I presume most of you haven't watched Deno. And the Imagine are the creatures? Sure, I don't know what to call them. That Deno fights and teams up with. And so it's neat to have a little standee, because when they show up in the human realm, they're just sort of piles of sand. I don't know, it's neat. I really like Deno. I want to get all the kits because there's 4 of them. This is my first Deno kit. Take out all the runners. Half the fun of, like, building Gundam is just unpacking them. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, we'll show some pieces here. The little mask piece. It's translucent purple. Oh, that's so pretty. Like, look at that. That is gorgeous. I can turn this light back on, actually. No, let's... There we go. The gold I'll probably give... Why are those so different of gold? Look how different gold that is. You can sort of see it. There we go. Yeah, you can't really see it on camera. I'll probably end up repainting these because I have a really nice gold paint. So, probably end up using that. Oh, the silver usually turns out really nice. This one is definitely gonna take a while. I think out of the three, you guys chose like the biggest pit, which isn't hard. But no, I love this type of stuff. Oh, I got one thing for myself. Sorry. If there is one, there isn't. Never mind then. We're good. You're good. Ah. No, you can hear that. Sorry. Oop. I keep hitting the cord, which doesn't help. Yeah, no, that makes it worse. There's no helping this. That should not... I'm barely touching it, dude. Come on. Where's my audio? That should not be coming through. That really shouldn't be coming through. Okay. Sorry about your ears. There we go. Now it's better. Okay. Where's he just? Oh no, I can't pick him up. There we go. There, little guy. Let me just find stand here. Cause I believe it's till later. I love the stickers that it comes with. Like, you can't see how detailed those are. Look at that. Focus. There it is. Be nice to me. When aren't we experiencing technical difficulties? Let's be quite honest here. I'm gonna pop the runners on the table beside me. And then I'll just grab them as I need them. My headphone cord needs to be honestly longer. We aren't using tech. Instructions. Okay, where's the starting point here? Okay, let's change over to platform. There we are. I should have brought my tweezers in. Do I have a pair in here, or is they... if I need them, I'll grab them. Alright. What? I'll try to remember to keep things in frame. If I don't, you guys can yell at me. Oh, great. Black on black. You're welcome. Age 13 and 12. That's not in frame. There we go. But yeah. Pan, hello! How are you? We're building the Deno kit, Pan. I know you would enjoy that. Thank you for following! Okay, for whoever doesn't know Pawn Ranger, please go check out Pawn Ranger. They're so cool. They have a full... Yeah, I'm building Gunform. I'm really excited. Uteros is a baby. But they do a tokusatsu... Ooh, that was a terrible pronunciation. They do a tokusatsu, idol spiel. That's a terrible way to describe it. Go check out Pawn Ranger, please. They do such good stuff. I am definitely... Okay, let's face this mic the other way. Yes. Yeah. No, please go check them out. They do such cool stuff. Definitely an inspiration. 100%. Yeah. E6. Little face. I just love the way Deno looks. It's such a cool concept. E2. I have a hard time distinguishing like which is my favorite suits, because I really love a lot of the Kamen Rider suits. I love a lot of Kamen Rider stuff, in all honesty. This one gets decals. I can go on at this point. I need to remember to keep it in camera, jeez. There we go. Got a little face. Which decals are they? 6. No, 1 and 2, which is just black. Oh, let me actually paint that on. I like painting my kits personally. I need to take my headphones off. Ugh. But yeah, I really like painting my kits. I know some people aren't as for it, but I like painting them. It takes a bit longer, but I like it, so that's all that matters. I need to eventually get use of my airbrush because ooh. Oh, that is chunky. Glad you guys couldn't see that. That is not an appetizing paint right now. Um, like, look at that. Look at that. Yeah. I need to buy new paints, dude. I need to buy new paints. JJ, hi! Welcome in. How are you doing? Trilla, hi! Everyone's here today. Welcome. I have hands. It's a miracle. Um, what minis are you painting? Oh yeah, like the paint's fine. It just looks gross. I'm not gonna use it. I do eventually need to buy new paints though. Actually. A little bit of water on that side. There we go. A pack turtle. That sounds interesting. Oh, my hands are shaky today. Oh no. Whoa. I barely even started and I got paint on me. Gosh darn it. I'm not painting this in the camera, sorry. There we are. You can still barely see me painting it because it's so small. Very small boy. Yeah, it is the model making kit stream. I do like that though. It makes me happy. It's just like bonding. Oh no, that is so many bags, dude. There we are. Little face. Did I fill in the tracks a little bit? Probably. Let's do a quick black wash. I should have tissues. You can hear anything past the brush in my mouth. I love the Kamen Rider kits so much. They just have so much detail to them. Like, look how much that adds. I need to fix the focus, dude. But yeah, just quick little black wash, and it adds so much. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous little boy. That's too thick. There we are. I love doing black wash so much, just because it adds so much in such a little amount of time. Like, look how good that looks. Do the back. But hello everyone, welcome in. I'm glad everyone could make it. It makes me very happy. Who the fuck is calling me? No one, that's the answer. If I don't know the number, I don't answer. That's just a fact. I don't think you can hear the buzzing anyway, so that's good. I'm gonna gunk on my brush. Get off. Get. Come on. There we go. We don't talk about the position I'm currently sitting in, though. It's interesting. But what if the number of caveats? Oh, come on! Yeah, no, not happening. They want to come find out who I am? Then come to my goddamn house. That is not an invitation, by the way. Oh, so good luck getting up to a space station. Oops. There we go. What's next here? E1? This is E, yes? What about your car's extended warranty? Joke's on you! I don't own a car! I actually don't, though. I should have put that piece on before doing the blackwash. Oh well. A 13 and 12. Actually, will the mic pick this up? Nope, it's blocking it out. It's just a satisfying sound. What if you're... My grandma can't call me. Not over the phone, at least. No, if anybody from my dimension's calling me, they have to do it through the computer. And also, do a lot more protocol. If she needs help, she's gonna be getting that help. With or without me. I guess that's something that comes in handy when you work for the government. Get that on. There we go. Should be the right way. There we go. I need to stop bringing it up to my face and actually, like, show you guys. There's some parts I'll probably pull it closer later when I'm trying to do very detailed stuff, like when I work on the belt. I'll probably need to bring it up to my face because it's just too small. There we are. A bit extra. There we go. Little dude. And needs... Yes, you are. Sorry, distraction. What do you want from me? I suddenly don't care anymore. Should I repaint the gold? Maybe yellow gold, which is what I have. Let's get... No, Denna's a more yellow gold. This one is very red. In comparison. So I'll just leave it. It's not a bad gold. I do know, like, gold plastic is hard to do, though. Silver's much easier for whatever reason. Can you tell us of any plans? What's happening since you reached affiliate? That's a good question, actually. This was my main... This is my main plan since reaching affiliate. Later on, I might do some goals. I'd like to run charity streams. I think that'd be neat. So I might do some of those. Let me move my mic over so it actually picks me up as I'm half leant over the desk. I am glad you can't see me. I have such a range of visibility. Thank you, Trilla! Thank you for subscribing with Prime. But yeah, I might eventually do some sub goals or something for, like some rewards and stuff, but I haven't figured out what yet. But yes, thank you, Trilla. I don't expect people to subscribe to me. I'm like Scott in that way. I just do this because I enjoy it, and hey, if I can get some petty cash, then... Because I'm also poor, so don't feel any obligation. 100% don't feel any obligation to subscribe to me or donate to me. If you don't have the money, don't do it. But whenever you do, I do greatly appreciate it. Get in there. There we are. I haven't really set up my sub stuff yet. So, you're so sweet. Oh, so, there it goes. I was just like, why is it not working? They were so sweet. But yeah, no, just too nice. Are they actually black or are they just... Thank you for the hydrate. Do you want me to do it with water or tea? Okay, they are actually black, so let's paint these properly. Oh, that's what it does. Yeah, I'm not hydrating with the paint. JJ, no. Okay, water. Also, I like this glass. It's very pretty color. But yeah, it's a reminder for me to drink water. But yeah, hopefully going forward, I'll try and do more rewards. I know I haven't set up any bit rewards yet. I'll have to do that. Sorry, focusing. This is out of camera shot. But yes, I would like to have some more rewards for you guys and some like more interactivity. There it is. There we are. Because I do adore you all. It's just gonna take a bit to set up, so... but hopefully I will have more. What else are plans that I have? Honestly, any money that you guys give me will probably go towards, like, groceries or back into the stream. Because there is some things I would like to buy to upgrade the stream more. I would like to eventually get a better capture card for my RCA. This is an in-shot. You know what, I'm just gonna move the camera forward a little bit. Get about there. That should be better. But yeah, I'd like to get a better capture card. And stuff like that, so you guys get a better experience. I might do more streams like this as like goals and stuff. What are some things you guys would like to have as goals? This feels incredibly washed out. That helps. But yeah, what are some things you guys would like to see from me? I'm always open to suggestions. I have many ways you can yell your suggestions at me, which is always good. Because I just like doing these, and any way I can make them better makes me happy. It's just something I enjoy doing. I'm muttering on at this point. A hot tub stream just... I'm not doing a hot tub stream. I don't have a hot tub here. Hot tub. Ugh. Hot tub. I don't have a hot tub here. I'm on a space station. They didn't add a hot tub. And I doubt that they will. A Gartic phone stream might be fun. I might have to do that. I do own most, if not all, of the Jackbox games. So that would be a fun stream. There we are. It's here. There he is. There's Littleface. Oh, that looks so good. There we are. You can kind of see it. 100% a better camera is needed before the next one of these. I do have a better camera, but I couldn't get it set up. He's just a little guy. So this head is for the platform, which is like the greatest fucking pun they could have made. Because it's train themed. Platform. Get it? Sorry. I love it. Just that. Oh yeah, everything here is in line with the camera. Don't mind me messing with the tablecloth. That's not in line. You can barely see him. Body is next. Yeah, no, it's such a good pun. I absolutely adore it. I like the sprinkling of, these are gonna be all over my desk by the end of this, but that's just a fact. I could do it cleaner, but, it's fine. Where is, okay, I need B. I've already messed up my runners. Like, I had them sorted, and I've already moved them around to mess them up. B 15 should be this one. There they are. But yes, I think some like I know the karaoke stream was also a popular vote when I had the poll up for my affiliate. Oh my god, Sol, that's a worse pun. That is a worse pun. I like it though. Hard to keep track. But yeah, I think I might do a karaoke stream eventually, which I think would be really fun. Oh, I just realized, I'm sorry. You can't see how detailed those are. That is such a shame. They are so wonderful. So these are the weaponry. Because that one's... Oh, you can hear my gloves. Squeaky. But yeah, they're the other pieces that make up the weapon. I just love Deno's design. And there's the, one of the weapons. Ah, it's so good. There should be a gun here someplace. Where is it? It's probably mixed in with all these. There it is. There's the gun. Yeah. I digress. They're good kits. They're just so detailed. They're gorgeous. If I decide to take a break, I'll show you some of the other kits I've already done. My gloves are so squeaky. It sounds hilarious. I was debating whether to wear gloves or not, but I'm kind of glad I did because I got dirty already. There we are. I already mixed up which ones these are. Whoops. I need this way facing me. And then this side out. Okay, there we go. You have more arm joints. Sorry. Dino just has different arm joints that I'm used to. I wasn't expecting that. Because yeah, so these are the shoulder joints that I just popped in. And they have them on a ball joint at the bottom, which is new. I've never seen that before. Usually they're just kind of sitting on a bit more of a pivot. Let me go grab W, and I'll show you the difference. I just know W's arms are easy to take off, so... Oops. Yeah, I just took off his arm, it's fine. Because... you can see it's just sort of floating in there, and it tilts and pivots out like that. I should grab the other one's arm. Come here, Philip. Ugh. I have no qualms about doing this because they're supposed to. But yeah, you can see... oh, that's much better. See, it just kind of floats and does that. So... Deno's is very, very different. So that's really cool to see. Oh, be nice to me. It's not injury when I put it back. But yeah, so this one is my first kit. Let me move him into place. I really like this one because he can do his like special move, and the fact that this actually slides is just very, very satisfying to me. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous kit. I love this. So this one was my first one, and Joker's arm loves to come off. I don't know why it, like, Cyclones is fine. Cyclones is fine for, be nice to me, JJ. Doesn't like to come off very much, but Joker's will just pop off. I don't know why, but it's whatever. But yes, I love this kit. It was my first one. And look at how detailed the little belt is. The Gaia memories come out. I'm not going to take them out because they'll be a pain to get back in when I have the gloves, but they come out, and they're tiny, tiny pieces. But yeah, Dookie, who I also have, has the same arm joint, so that's why I was curious to see that this one was different. We are all learning a lot today. So yeah, there's some like Gundam schematics for you. I'm just gonna leave my headphones off. I can see when you guys do alerts. So yeah. The fact that it's so different is quite interesting to me. I don't think I have this one seated right. No, I do. B11. I wonder if... Is Deno an older mold? Yes, Deno came before W. But Dookie came before Deno. But when were the kits created? I don't know. I don't know. Need 10 and 11. The newer Kit Boys, they came out last year. That's very possible. It's just curious that they're so different. Maybe it's because of the armor. Oh, it might be because of the armor. Because, Dookie and W, how the armor around the arm side is actually quite similar in the original costume. Whereas Deno has a, like, full chest piece of armor. So that might be possible. Or they're just different kits. So, I completely dropped that. Nobody saw that because it's black on black. You can't see it. It's fine. Fine. Yeah. I don't know when the kits come out. I just buy them. Or I just wait until the store I buy from gets them in, at least. I'm so sad they brought in a Foze one, and I didn't buy it. I prolonged too much, and it sold out because they only brought in 2. They brought in 2 or 3. Either way, I prolonged too much, and I didn't end up buying it, and I regret every moment of it because I want the Foze kit. Which way do you go? This way goes into... I don't remember which one is which now. You 10 or you 11? Okay. This one's 11. Got it. I want to do a challenge one where I build a kit without instructions. The money leaves my wallet and they show up in my hands. Basically, that's how it goes. We like the little men. They're so good. But yeah, I'd love to do a challenge stream. I don't have that one seated properly. I knew I didn't. See, I didn't have it seated properly. But I'd love to do a challenge stream where I build a Gundam kit without any instructions. I'll probably do a 30-minute mission kit because they'd be actually quite reasonable to do that with. Do we like jazz? I've actually been listening to a bit more jazz. It's interesting. I do like it. Aha, I got it in. There it is. You still can't. Well, good thing I'm wearing white gloves, I guess, because now you can see it. I don't know if you can. I think I might have locked that down on you. What are you dropping a link for, Trilla? Before we okay this, Sol, what are you dropping a link for? Jazz. I don't know if I trust you enough. Yeah, I don't know if I actually got that working where people can actually drop links, because I know I turned it off. I don't know, Sol, if you can get it working, I guess Trilla can post jazz. It's genuinely jazz? Okay. Sol, if you're still around, because I actually don't know how to do this, if you can get a ability to let Trilla drop a link, he can play his jazz. Back this one. Ooh. Okay, I'll show you once I get this piece chopped out. The neck piece is very well done. I need 13, 12. Pop those out. I need 14, 15, and 18. 14, 15, and 18. Okay. The only way for it to work is if you send it to me privately and I can share it. There we go. Thank you for the jazz, Trilla. I will have to check that out after stream. 'Cause... Oh no. Am I gonna have to check this out now? I am now scared. You better not have sent everyone a virus pillow, I swear. I'll bite you. It's up to me. I'm just skipping through it. What is happening? You know what? I'm gonna... You know what? I'm just gonna watch that later. We'll deal with that later. I know how to yell at you, Trilla. Unique video, very nice jazz. You know what? That's fair. Jazz music is actually kind of fascinating, though. Just because of, like, what it is and how it's made, it's actually fascinating. Like, people love to dump on it, but it's actually kind of a cool music. not upside down. There we go. There we are. Look at how good this neck piece looks. Like, look at that detail. Oh, you can see it. Wonderful. Like, look at that. Look at that. That is wonderful. Oh god, I love these kits so much. Yeah, right? There's a reason I, like, recommend Gunpla to people. Like, it's actually reasonably priced. His neck is so long. Sorry, it just looks long in this format. But actually, like, it's reasonably priced, and it's enjoyable to make it. The kits are gorgeous. Is this a symmetrical piece? It is a symmetrical piece. Should go in that one then. Is it not a symmetrical piece? Was I wrong? I could be. Nope, I was right. It's just hard to get in. This kit goes together very well. Sorry, just comparison to... It's a little bit harder to press, which is almost nice in a kit. Because that means it's not going to come apart very easily. So it feels nice. Which way is the front? Yes. There we go. I just love music and music theory. Jazz can be so ridiculously... Yes! Jazz is actually ridiculously technical. It's fascinating. The torso gave me a little trouble in axe form. That makes sense. Yeah, no, you probably saw me struggling with it a little bit earlier. You just need to get the arms seated right. I don't need to put on the head yet, but... Well, dude, I'm picking up his head. Just immediately decapitates him. It's fine. It's fine. This one. Need 7 and 8. There they are. Ooh, these are gonna look cool once they're in. Does this kit give you, like, 2 entire... Wait a minute. They gotta. Because they're just so different. Sorry. I think so. Or do you just take off a lot of pieces? No, you just take off a lot of pieces to change it. Oh god. Oh, come on. Why did you just give us 2 torsos instead of making us change out literally every single piece? This is how many instructions you need to change over the form. The good thing is I'm gonna be keeping him in, like, gun form for probably most of his life. I actually really like the look of platform. Like, I actually really, really like the look of it. I don't know, it just looks good. It's very, very clean, and it works well for, like, the context of what that form is. It just works really well, and I like it. So the kit has this building platform first, and then it'll have us build gun form, essentially. You go on this side. So I'll build platform first because I do actually really like platform. If anything, I'd probably buy like one of the kits again, just to have one sitting as platform. Probably once I get like all 4 kits, I'll decide which one. Actually, is there only 4 or is there more? Pan, you might know this. Is there one for like the other forms, like wing form and stuff? I know there's the 4 for the 4 main forms, but I don't know if there's anything for like wing form. Is there one for Deneb? Oh, that'd be cool if there was one for Deneb. I like that one. I quite like it. There isn't yet? Shame. But, I mean, I guess my wallet's safe. Because these aren't the cheapest kits I own. The cheapest kit I own is $7? $8? $9? I think it was 9. And it's the horse. Yeah, they get an Altair would Altar. I don't actually remember how to say it. Those ones would be sick. 100% those ones would be sick. I just want all of them. Yeah, that's fair. No, eventually I'll have like all the Kamen Rider kits that exist, and I hope they make more because then I can buy more. Maybe not some of the newer costumes. I like the newer ones, but they're really busy. Whereas these ones are a lot more simplified, so I like them more. Whereas the other ones are a little bit too bright and busy for my liking. Like, oh, who's the newest one? Revice? Yeah, Revice. Bright pink. Which I have nothing against, but also it's a lot on my optic nerves. Yes, thank you, Revice. I haven't watched Revice yet. Or, I need to catch up on a lot of Kamen Rider, in all honesty. We'll get there. So I need E9. About E9. E4 while I'm here. I'm not doing this in camera shot, sorry. E5, which is right here. Not a good cut, that works. Okay. And then I need runner lead, which is you, and I need 6. $14. Where is it? No, not 14. A14. Which is over here. No. Another one. There it is. A14. Be here. There it is. Found it. I want to see more Showa boys made into kits too. Oh my god, I love the Showa costumes. I think my favorite era of costumes would have to be the Heisei. Like, I want to get the Hibiki kit really, really badly because I really love Hibiki's outfit. Like, Hibiki's got sick-ass armor, but I need to have the right paint for it. And I want to get one of those, like, chameleon color shift paints. So, until I get the paint, I'm not gonna get the kit, because I'm not gonna be able to do him justice until I have that paint. Because the kit, yeah, doesn't obviously do that. But, But I do want more Showa boys. The Showa boys would be so fun as kits. A clear plastic gimmick. You'll have to explain more on that. But I'm sure you're right. Like, on the face. What does Hibiki's face look like again? He might. Oh, yeah, you're right. That would look sick. I wonder if the kid has I'm just pulling up images for myself. I don't know if it does. Oh, he comes with the flames for his drumstick thing, so. No, I don't think the face is a translucent gimmick to it. Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, that'd be sick, though. And one day I'll buy the kit and I'll let you know if it actually has it or not. So this piece goes in back here. Boop. Very nice. Nope, I didn't cut the runners off of this one. There we are. Doesn't look like it, but also this part is clear purple, so it might have it. I think I know the eyes on W are translucent red, and then you have a sticker behind them. Actually, the eyes on W are really cool because the back of them is patterned with that hex pattern, so it looks neat. Usually the visors... Yeah, usually the visors I find have the clear plastic. Because, like, this one has it. Yeah, this one actually is kind of cool. You can't see it, no. It's too small. But along it, there's little lines, like, in how the plastic was molded to give it its texture, which I think is sick. Did I put this on upside down? No, he's just like that. There we are. You know, I love translucent plastic in kits. It just looks so nice. This is not the right way. This is also not the right way. Which way does this go in? Wait. This is why there's instructions. Okay, I'm holding it forward. This is the right way. Maybe? Yes. Yes, this is the right way. Haha. I am so smart. Actually, yeah, no. These ones go together very nicely. Oh, I need to pop this out first. Ah, there we go. There we are. There we are. There's the torso. Okay, is there any more pieces? No. So, let's do the black wash, and then I'll pop the head on, and then we'll move on to the arms. Wait a minute, it's been an hour already? Whoa! When did that happen? I've only got 2 pieces done. Stream might run long today. I was planning on going to something, but that's okay. It's virtual. I can miss it. We may also... Another possibility is that we can continue this tomorrow, if y'all would like that. Because I didn't realize time went that fast. That didn't have enough water in it. There we are. I constantly forgo my responsibilities and just build Gunpla. Let's be honest here. I love building Gunpla. So much. I'm not talking about missing D&D, JJ. I'm talking about a different event, don't worry. I've started doing virtual improv classes. I mean, they're not mandatory. I'm not like paying for them or anything. They're just done up by some very good people. Which I highly do recommend checking out. If you have VR chat, which I mean anybody can have VR chat, do check out Gobs? Ooh, Improv Emporium. Very, very good people. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about missing. I'm not talking about missing D&D, don't worry. If I spend that long on Gunpla, we'll just be moving into tomorrow. That is much later tonight. There he is. Very good. Very good. He looks like a little skeleton. I should have started stream earlier today. I was thinking about doing it, and then I realized I didn't have any of my shit set up, so I just left it. Let's see. I need this runner. Over you go. Oh, on that note, I'm abandoning you all again next week, because I'm going to an event. Which I am very excited about, and I shouldn't get sick from this time. Ooh, nice. The thumbs on this one, or these hands, are missing their thumbs, which means they're for attaching the weapons. You can tell I build a lot of Gunpla when I can identify that pretty quick. I love it. It's just so chill. I'm very, very easy to please. You can honestly just buy me a Gunpla kit. If you've bought me one that I've built before, I'll still thank you, because I'm okay building the same kit I have built before because I love them so much. And then I can futz around, because a lot of these are pretty interchangeable. Because, like, the Deno kits you could interchange. Oh, what am I doing for my event? Sorry, I missed that chat because I got excited about Gunpla again. I'm going to a LARP event, which I'm very excited for. Because I went to the pre-game meetup, which is unfortunately where I caught the plague. It happens. I'm not upset about it. I think it's hilarious. Which, I don't know if I should think it's hilarious, but I think it's hilarious. That the moment I go out to an event, I catch the plague. 17. This one. Oh, you can see the little pass. Kinda see the little pass. I love how detailed the belts are in these kits. They make me so happy. I'm very easy to please and make happy. I need which would be this one. 25. Oh, like, look at that. That's another piece of the belt. Just trying to find where I set the focus. There it is. Not plague at the LARP event. I mean, I guess it's a little bit immersive. Step away from getting plague at the Ren Fair. Yeah. I've never been to a Ren Fair. I think it would be neat. Oh my gosh. Look at how small these pieces are. Oh no. I get to deal with those later. What pieces are for them? What are those for? Well, I'll find out later, I guess. What piece am I looking for? 25. I didn't get distracted. I have no idea what you're talking about. 26, 25. There it is. Whoop. Yeah, no, I love these kids so much. No, there's a reason I love these kits so much. They are so detailed and intricate. I absolutely adore them. They're a bit more expensive than like my cheapest kit. Like they're not gonna be my cheapest kit. God no. Not my most expensive. My most expensive is Dookie, because he also comes with his dragon, which is also sick and a pain in my ass. I hate that dragon. No, the dragon's an absolute pain in the ass to try and pose because it keeps falling apart. It is not happy. 100% not a happy dragon. I don't like that thing. It looks sick. It looks absolutely sick. I like it, but also it's a pain in my ass. But yeah. No, my most expensive is Haduki at 60. This one was 50, W was 50. So they usually say, no, I think W was 60 as well. That sounds right. But these ones usually range 40 to 60 bucks. Okay, this one goes, there's a little notchum at the top. This should be facing this way. On that goes. And on goes that side. Just like that. And then I need E21 and 19. But yeah, no, I absolutely adore these kits so much. I do a lot of Oh yeah, I have 2 of the SD kits. I have Arsene, which... Have you finished painting that one? I saw on your Twitter that you were. You'll have to take pictures and send them to me. But yeah, I really do like the SD kits. I have Arsene, I don't remember the Shogun's name. I have the box here, once. I didn't drop anything. What is your name? Nope, that's Arsene's box. This dude. I haven't finished painting him, that's why he's in pieces. But I have this one. And then I have the horse that goes with him, which is my cheapest kit at 7 bucks. And I really like the horse. Currently, Arsene's on the horse. I like him. I can go grab the horse if people want to see, because it's frankly like my favorite kit because it's so dumb. I really like it. If you want a kit that takes like 15 minutes to make and brings you a lot of joy, get the horse. Most expensive... Gao Geiger. Yeah, no, the Gao Geiger one seems glorious. 80 seems about right for that price, though. Prepping for con hardcore, but parts still... Yeah, no, that's fair. I need to get myself some clamps, because I have an airbrush, and I need to learn how to use it, because I think that'd be neat. I like to do some of the SD kits in the airbrush, because they'd be so fun to do color swaps on. I want to buy another Arsene kit. That one was just so fun to paint. I want to buy another one and do a color swap on him. I haven't cut out my pieces. 21, there we go. 21, 19. There they are. Amateurs? Excuse you. JJ, what is the meaning of this? I know you paint minis. I'll get there eventually. I just need a new 3D printer, dude. Gaugiger has articulated hands? No, you can't send links. JJ, I turned off this link sending. Send the link to Saul and Saul will post it. But there's articulated hands on Gaugiger? That sounds sick. Oh, so annoying as fuck to build. Oh, have you seen like the ball jointed dolls with the articulated hands? Those are so pretty. I love ball jointed dolls. I want to get one day. Like an actual, like, really nice one. Which way do you go? If I'm holding it this way, holding it this way. I put in this piece wrong. Oh no. Ah. Probably gonna stream him later. He'll be my first RG. Oh, yes! Regular grade. Oh, no, that'd be sick. When you stream that, please, I want to come watch. 100%. Oh, I messed up. I can't get this apart. Real grade. Thank you. You see nothing. Yeah, no, the custom hand sculpts are sick. Oh, so what did you send? I'm pretty sure it's one of the minis. What did you send? How much is this thing? Jesus Christ, is that Warhammer? Yeah, it's Warhammer. Jesus! That is so expensive! This is why I like Gunpla. 100%. That's just... This is why I build Gunpla. I am not breaking the bank for that. That is insane. My computer cost around that price. You saw nothing? I can't get this apart. I've messed up. Oh, I got it. Got it. Okay, let me put my gloves back on. Yeah, it'd be cheaper to hire a short person to get in costume and stand on the table. 100%. No, Warhammer and D&D midis are so expensive. Like, cost for cost. And how many you need to have on the table? I think they're neat. But also, ow, my wallet. Yeah, I put in this piece backwards, so now I need to get it off. Ah, I messed myself. I usually put in at least one piece backwards. That's just how it goes. Almost got it. Almost got it. That's just how the Gundam building goes. Like, you gotta put in one piece backwards. Why is it so hard to get off? I have regrets. Many regrets. Ah. Come on, I want to build one of the arms before I have to end stream. Ugh. Yeah, I might just go longer on stream today. Come on. Come on! Let me love you! I pushed it back down, damn it. Got it. Okay, let's put this in properly now. So, this way facing me. This goes on this side. Making sure, yes. Read instructions, people. And this goes on this side. Then this one goes on this side. This one goes this side. We got it! There's a lot of color separation on this kit, which is really nice, because, like, there's still more pieces to go on this arm. And that's all just the color separation. I really love how much color separation is in these kits, because it's done so well. So, A17 could be this. A17. A16. Next one, which I'll grab while I'm over here and see. This one. Yep. So for the top, we need C 10, 9, and 11. And off you come. 11. And 9. And I also need C1, which is one of the hands, so that's always exciting. This is when I C1, I need 30. 30? 30. You get one of the hands! Off you go. Ah! I missed one of the pieces on A. 9. It's one of these. There we are. I really love Denno's outfit, though. Little hand. Very good. Back of his hand colored? It's not. I never noticed that. The back of his hand's just white. I didn't never notice that. If I ever decide to do like a Kamen Rider cosplay, I would make sure to have the Gunpla kit as a reference for the character. Like 100%. Because it's so accurate. Like, I honestly couldn't get any more accurate unless I had the costume in front of me. That's why I really, really love these, because of how accurate they are. And considering how small they are, like, in theory, you could take some some creative liberties based on scale, but they don't. They just don't take any creative liberties on, like, scale and stuff. And it's, like, so incredibly accurate, and it blows my mind. I would love to do a Kamen Rider cosplay one day. Just, it's not gonna be cheap. Not gonna be cheap. That nearly landed in my teacup, dude. I'm gonna have fun stepping on that later, by the way. It shot across the room. How do these go together? So, this way, and this. Aha! Okay. press that onto that one. I love the way they do like the shoulder joints and stuff to make them so articulate. I'll show you here in a second. So, because there's a twist here right above, like right below the elbow, not the elbow, the shoulder, and then this one moves up and down, which I think is oh so different. Possibly. This one is, which arm is this? This one's this arm. Yep. Okay, this kit feels really good. Oh my god, look how much he can move his arm out. Like, look how much movement is in the shoulder joint. I popped the arm out. There's just so much movement. It's so unnecessarily malleable. Like, he can droop his arms. And I really love it for that. Like, they're so incredibly... So incredibly, like, posable. I love it a lot. Okay, let's speed through the left arm because I roughly know how to build it. Five I need. Oops. Bring that over there. Is that all I need from this runner? 22. Yes. A8. Need these two. That is one of the nice things, is that most of the kits are completely symmetrical. I say most of them, because I know W is absolutely not symmetrical. For obvious reasons. Build-wise, it is. Actually, I kind of do like having W as my first kit, because it helps me, like, very easily parse out what was what on the kit, and being able to tell, like, the left from the right side very, very easily. Yep. So, it was a good choice for my first kit. So I need... let's see... 11, 9, 10... which I already cut. I need, this one. Haha. There we go. I think that's all the pieces. Should be. But yeah, look how detailed his little hands are. You can see the lines on the gloves. Like, you can see the seam lines in the gloves. Which is just beautiful. And don't get me started on how absolutely gorgeous the belts are. I tried to put that in upside down. Like, the belts are absolutely gorgeous. 100% my favorite parts of the kit. Like, just the sheer fact that in W's you can change out the Gaia memories. Like, it's amazing. And you can also, like, do a lot of the actions you're supposed to be able to do with the belt. It's just neat. I really like it. Absolutely neat. But yeah. For anyone who didn't hear earlier, I will say once again, thank you for coming to my affiliate stream. My, like, well, my affiliate celebration stream, I should say. Because technically it's not my first affiliate stream, because I streamed on Wednesday. So, a little bit of cheating, but that's okay. But yes, thank you all for coming once again. I adore you all, and thank you for helping me get here. Makes me very happy. I really wasn't expecting to see that email on Monday. Like, that was the last thing I was expecting. Absolutely the last thing. I missed a piece. I missed cutting out a piece. Where is it? There it is. But I greatly, greatly appreciate it. And I adore you all. Which way does this one go? This one should go the other way. Yes. Just like that. Just like that. This one. This one's on this side. There we go. See, I told you my desk was going to be covered in these. And that's the upper body done. Yay! Alright. Oh, the time went so fast. I think we can manage another few hours. What do we think? As much as I would like to go to that event, but... Yeah, have a good night, Pon. I do stream tomorrow. Yeah, have a good night. Thank you for coming. I will absolutely post pictures on my Twitter once I finish the boy. 100%. Well, can you shout out Power Ranger again? Thank you. You're so on top of things, Sol. I adore you. But yes, please go check out Pound Ranger and all their projects. They've recently joined Signals, which is another idol group. They do cool shit. They do cool shit. 100%. Do check them out. Are we supposed to have his crotch done? No, we're not supposed to have his crotch done yet. I'm sorry, waist. It's his crotch. I'm horrible, I know. I'm gonna do the waist first, so I can plug in the legs as I make them. Let's try not to smack everything off the shelf I have currently. So I need a bead. Right on our bead. Is it? No. Let's see. Okay, this one's B. So for this one, I need B 8, B 2 and 3. Okay, the leg joints are once again different, which is also fascinating. I'm not gonna go over it this time, because I don't actually know the difference as readily. Look at his butt. He's got a molded butt. Heh. I am 5. Holy shit. Well, I have this. I need B 4 and 5. That's parts from E and A. Okay. That's all the weaponry, so we'll grab that. These are going to be a pain in my ass to paint, but oh my god, once I've done them, they'll look so good. I'll probably not do them on stream, because they're genuinely going to take a while. It's usually the weaponry that doesn't have as much color separation on them for obvious reasons. It's just too small a detail. Because, like, look at all that. I'm gonna have to paint all that. Not that I'm complaining, I really like it. But also, it's gonna take a bit. I would rather have too much detail than not enough, in all honesty. But yes, we will absolutely. What I'll probably end up doing is I'll finish out platform today, because by then I'll probably have to leave for D&D, or at least I need to get dinner. Before D&D would be preferable. So we'll finish out platform, and then we will do up gun form tomorrow. How does that sound? Here's the instruction. That goes on the other way. Like that. Trying to connect it to the wrong piece. There we go. Maybe not. It might be the same type of leg joint. I'm just trying to remember if I've seen this type of leg joint before. There we are. They need E, and they need one piece from A. Which is that one. Oh goodness, that's tiny. I will definitely want to paint that before popping it into place. So these are the belt pieces, which of course I adore. So I want that belt. Uh, 23, which is these ones. There they are. There they are. Oops. I hope you are all enjoying this, though. I know I am. I will 100% have to do more Gundam streams, or Gunpla streams, if you guys would enjoy that. I think I might make that part of, like a sub-goal or something. We'll see what I do with it. We shall see. Actually, Want to paint before or after I pop it in? Paint it before. No, I'm gonna paint it after. I can't hold that thing. Okay, which way do you go in? I'm holding it this way. The emblem goes this way. Oh, you can pop it out. That's unfortunate for me. Okay, even with just like popping that in there, that looks so good. Can't see that. Actually, let me grab the focus here. Heat up some soup? That's a good idea. Ah, I got paint on my sleeve. No, wait. Ah. This is what happens. It is a very fun chill stream. What is my OBS? There it is. Not what I meant to do. Goes over here. Let's pull this into focus here. There you go. Now you can sort of see it. Down my brightness a little bit. There we go. That looks better. Look at that. Look how good that looks. It's so neat. Like, I love these kits so much. Oh, I've thrown everything out of focus. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Actually, I've messed it up. 1 second. Of course I messed it up. This isn't unusual. We all know this. Why can't I open the video oh boy. 1 second. I can't go into the video settings? Oh well, I can just hold stuff closer. That's fine. It's fine. I can't do any of the settings to like fix the focus. So this is where we're at now. This is where we're at. It's fine. I'll just have to hold stuff a bit closer. It's fine. Fine. It's just the front of this. Too bright. That's better. The front of this is this way. There we go. Like, look at that. Look how much detail there is. Absolutely wonderful. As I straight up show you his ass. Like, look how good that looks. It's not even painted yet, and it looks so good. This is gonna need quite a bit of paint, so I'm just gonna paint him off stream, in all honesty. Same with these. Just because of sheer amount of paint that they will need. But look at that. Look at that. Look how good that looks. Look how good that looks. I love this. This makes me happy. I don't have chat up, dude. There we go. Leg time! So, do we need anything from B? I don't. B I need some from. Need E11. E11, E13. E14, which is the top of the foot. That one, I do need stuff from B. From B, I need the bottom of the foot, which is 23. Ooh, that was a voice weirdie. Voice weirdie. Jeez. Oh, thank you, John! You're so nice! Thank you for the 10 bits! No, 101 bits! I read that wrong. Thank you! I don't actually have any bit rewards yet. I need to, like, do something for bit rewards. But thank you! I don't even know how much, like, bits cost. Which is a problem. I should figure out how much bits cost. I also need 3. E3. Just this one. I was told I could be #1 if I did the cheer thing and I'm easily swayed. You are though. You're actually the first person to give me bits. I don't remember. I think you might have been the first person to subscribe to me as well. Let me check this. I don't know if you or Saul got to it first. Saul got to it first. Saul beat you out. Just by a little bit, but you're the first person to cheer me bits. Bastard. That's really funny. You both subbed like within the same day, so I think you subbed both around the same time as well, which makes it even funnier. Nocturnal bastard. How it? Wait. Automod got you for name calling. How could you, John? How could you? Where's the next piece I need? I think I got everything from that brother. I need A11. I don't think I need anything else from this one. I just need C. C1 or 2? 1. That's really funny. Having the automod up really high, it just creates its own ridiculousness. C1 and C2. For these small little bits. 1, 4, which is this one. 5 I have, E3. I think that's not all the pieces for the leg. Let's see. 1. Oh boy. 19. I'm not in camera shot again. Sorry. 19. 32. We were talking about you, Saul. You're the first one to subscribe to me. You got there before JJ did. C3 I need. Should I be cutting out all the bits at once? Maybe not. Am I? Yeah, I am. 6 and 7, which I kind of figured I needed. As long as I don't cut out both legs at once, I should be good. Then I need one from one of B. Losing them. No! Come back here. There they are. Need B22. I love that you knew JJ was talking about you via Nocturnal Bastard. I mean, what ungodly hour is it for you right now, Saul? I think the earlier day streams aren't as bad for you as like my nightly streams. Which is also like, holy shit, why are you at D&D? But I digress. I need to clean off my table. After I cut this one, I'll clean my table a little bit. Because there's just little runner bits everywhere now. Absolutely everywhere. Okay, 10's not that bad, actually. But you're gonna be staying up for another 3 hours. Which is like 1 in the morning? You insane, insane man. You start playing with us at... Oh my god, Saul. I'm glad you decided to commit because I love you. But also, you insane man. I feel guilty now. I mean... You're just never allowed to kill off Saul's character. That's just a fact. I think I've ruined your life. I think Saul's already done that for himself, though. 'Cause even... You're here at my streams at ungodly hours, even if I tell you to go to bed, and you're just like, no. No, I shall not sleep. I'm a physics student. What is sleep? I'm taking particle physics. And I should definitely be sleeping so I can actually learn and do my job. But no, I'm gonna stay up watching my friends stream like an idiot, and I appreciate you like holy shit. Yeah. We love to insomnia. Insomnia's a pain in the ass. Mine's not too bad. I've gotten better control over it now. I've just learned different coping mechanisms. Okay. All the little bits are cut out. There's so many! Oh, the good thing is that this is a tablecloth, so I can just lift this up later and dump it out. So that'll be nice and easy. Okay. A lot of people make backup characters in D&D, but I don't have a backup character. I never have a backup character. Like, I just don't make additional characters. So, JJ, please don't kill off my character unless you want me to, like, not do anything for the rest of the session except make my character. Hey. Oops. The foot I can quickly build here. That go that way? No, it goes the other way. This in frame? Kinda. There we go. Oh, that did not go on right. There we go. And then that should get a little bit of paint, but I'll paint him later. I need these two to just pop together. Like, look how good that molding is. Like, look how pretty. Look how pretty that is. Used to not have them. You walk 40 minutes? Okay, how more insane can you get, dude? I wouldn't walk 40 minutes to school. I mean, I'd take the bus for 40 minutes. Yeah, I do take. Oh, I did take the bus for a good 40 minutes. Okay. Those bits. Need these two, which just pop together. This goes in here. And this goes into the foot. Oops, that's not on. So that's the front or the back of the leg? That's the back of the leg. So that pops in like that. Wonderful. It's only uphill one way. I mean, I go home at 4 a.m. What are you doing at school at 4 a.m.? Do you actually take, like, night courses? Do you take night courses or something? Like, what? Okay, so this piece, need this piece. This is the longer one. Thank you for the stretch. In the library working and watching streams? Oh, so thank you for this. Okay, there's a lot of things going on. Wait. Thank you for the sub-timed flames. That's a fair reason to be at school at 4, I guess. And thank you for the stretch and the hydrate. Would you like me to hydrate with tea or water? Because I have both. But thank you, I adore you. I wish I had choice for night courses. Yeah, that would be nice. I forgot to cut out a piece. So this one, which is longer, will go in there. I did miss a piece, so I need to find it. Runner. There it is. Half water and half tea. Tea with no water. Don't make me eat the tea bag. I use loose leaf. There's already bits of tea in there. I use loose leaf tea. My tea bag's really cute. Well, I don't have a tea bag. You can't see it in there, but it's a little flower. Oh, so yes, I actually use like a full teapot. See the mug? Yeah, well, it's a teacup, yes. Here. I'm just gonna drink this. So I can show you the sides. Oh, that is terribly oversaturated. I can't fix that right now. But yeah, I inherited it from my grandmother, so when she moved out of her house, I was the only one interested in the china, so I have this entire set. Yeah. So, I have the entire set, but see, there's already bits of tea in there, so I'm technically eating it anyways. I'm just so used to it now that I don't care. The teapot is not part of the set, that I actually got recently, because I found out I didn't have a teapot and I needed one. Need to see 21. So, I actually put the wrong one in that place, I think. I did. This one goes up here. Oh yeah, definitely I put them in the wrong spots. Oops. It's okay, I fixed it. Then that one goes in there. But yeah, I have that entire set, and it means a lot to me now that she's passed. I was given it before she passed. But now that she's passed, it still means a lot to me. Am I still missing pieces? I am. I'm cutting out a lot of pieces. Whoops. I need B20. See, this is why you don't try and cut out all the pieces at once. You miss them. But I really do like that china set. It makes me happy. I only use that teacup out of it. I don't use any of the other pieces. I'm saving them for a day to like actually use them. This should go. Wait, how does this go? Oh, it sits over top. Got it. So, this sits in there, like that. And then this goes on top. When did my grandmother pass? That's a terrible question to ask, but it was sort of recently, but also it's been a while now? It has been a while. Time is just so strange. It keeps moving. And things just kind of happen. That's a terrible way to put it, but you know. You know how it is. There we go. And then the top of the leg, and that one's done. So this. So we have this one. This one is this piece. So it sits like this. I kind of regret choosing plastic gloves or rubber gloves because my hands are really sweaty in these now, which is disgusting. You're welcome for that information, by the way. Oops. Oh, it's okay. I'll grab it in a minute. Let's see, where did it go? There it is. There it is. He's got one leg in him. He's so cute. Well, not back together, but put together for the first time. He needs one more leg, and then he's done. Yeah, one more leg and then platform should be done. Oh, it's such a good kit. It's such a good kit. Oh, it makes me happy. Makes me very happy. We'll put the boy right there. There we go. One more leg. Whoop. I think when I have my own house, I'm gonna have a lot of birdhouses. Birdhouses are really nice. My other grandma, who is still alive, owns an acreage, and she has a lot of birdhouses around. And it's really nice. Also, bat houses. I like bat houses as well. Gonna do the thing for myself. Pop off the part I need for the stand, and I can get rid of most of this runner, actually. So, downsize the runner. Make sure I got everything off of it, and pop that in the trash. I do like how the plastics have a different feel to them, because this one cuts differently than the black. I just think it's neat. It makes sense, but it's still neat. There we are. Downsize that runner as well. What is a bat house? Does it look different? Is what I'm asking. Bird. Yeah. Bat houses are a little different. So, the bat houses I know, they're just completely open at the bottom for the bat to come fly in and hang, instead of a birdhouse which has a hole in it, because bats don't typically go into holes and come out of holes. At least I don't think. But yeah, you put it up higher and facing a certain direction. So yeah, they're a little bit different. Okay. E1. The parts I need from this one are you. You. And the rest of those are hands, and then the little pass. And I'm pretty sure I need you. Speaking of animal control experience... Oh, they do? Oh no! I'm guessing you've had a bat to the face a few times. So, that's good to know, though. I didn't actually know that. So, turns out bats do like holes, and they also like JJ's face. You just have a face that bats love, I guess. They never actually hit? Aw. I mean, well, I guess that's a good thing. Bats are cute. My dad is deathly afraid of bats. He can't stand them. When he was little, his room was in the attic. So, yeah, no, bats are really good flyers, actually. Um, but yeah, my dad had a room in the attic, so bats would get in all the time. So he's just deathly afraid of bats. There was a story I told, because when I was younger, we used to hang up the laundry outside. And my mom was like, always make sure to shake out the laundry. And told us this story. So they were hanging the laundry outside. And they hung it overnight and brought it in the morning. And guess what was in there? If you guessed a bat, you would be correct. There's a bat in the laundry. And so they had to bundle it up in a sheet, put it in a tub, and then put it outside. And my dad was of no help because he's deathly afraid of bats. My brother would joke when we were little that he wanted a bat as a pet. Just to scare my dad. My dad was always like, God, no. My dad's like this big guy. Ooh, that hit the wall at the other side of the room. So it's a little funny. I like bats. I think they're neat. I like a lot of things. I think a lot of things are neat. My dad was like, with peanut butter? Why peanut butter? Is your dad allergic to peanut butter? Or he just not like peanut butter? I mean, if he was allergic, I guess that'd make sense. Not allergic, just hate the stuff and... Okay. My mom can't stand the smell of oysters, but that's because she got really bad food poisoning and puked them up, so she can't stand oysters. She just has a lot of allergies. She's an interesting one, though. She's allergic to red dye. A lot of people seem to find that one interesting. But it makes complete sense. So, I was very fortunate. I don't have any allergies that I know of. Yeah, usually that'll traumatize a person if you chase them around the house with it. I've found that. My brother never did that to me. Like, with anything much. I was never chased around with something I didn't like. Again, it comes back down to somehow me and my brother really like each other and we're just really good siblings. We're still unsure how that happened, but it happened. I mean, we both enjoy it. We like each other. No. My brother never chased me with a knife. That's mainly because both me and my brother were in scouts. So we were both very, like, tool conscious and tool safety people. So no, he never chased me around with a knife. I don't think my brother's chased me around with anything, actually. Maybe he has. I don't know, we just somehow really get along. We're not sure how it happened, but we're glad. We're glad we get along. I want to hold this one. This at the bottom. The short one goes to the top. And the long one goes to the bottom. Yes. This comes and sits in here. And that gets popped on. But yeah, I'll tell, like, stories about my sibling, and everybody's just like, what do you mean they didn't traumatize you out of your mind? And I'm like, I don't know, we like each other. For whatever reason, we like each other. Ooh, that was a good snap. Do I have that one in? Yeah, I have that one on. Ooh, that was not words. Face that one this way. Pick up this one. There we go. I'm doing everything completely out of camera shot. I'm sorry. Come on. There we go. I didn't get my glove stuck in it. You saw nothing. But yeah, I hear other sibling stories and I'm just like, you mean your sibling had fun traumatizing you? And I'm here like, well, we got along really well. We always have. I think that is all for the boy. Yep, that is all for platform. He is finished. Or at least this form is finished. So, because he's sort of a two-part kit, I'm gonna split the stream up into 2 parts. Yeah! Actually, I might still be in time for my event. I might be late though. Actually, wait. I want to check if I'm actually in time, because if I am, sweet. If I'm not, oh well. I will go make myself food. Workshop. I'm not late for my event still! Woo! I'm so good at this. But he is done! I'll finish painting him up off stream. And then I'll take pictures of platform and post them on Twitter. But tomorrow, I'll probably end up actually painting him while playing D&D tonight, because I do that a lot. You know I do that. But there he is. I should face him this way. There's the little guy! He's so sweet. Look at him. But yeah, that's like how big this figure is. The entirety of him is about the size of my hand. And I have pretty average sized hands. Oh, his weapons fell off. But yeah, I will paint him up and I will post pictures on Twitter tonight. Or, I might not post the pictures tonight, but I will definitely get him finished tonight. And tomorrow, we will work on transforming him into gun form. How does that sound? I think that sounds like a good idea. But yeah. I've been wanting to build this kit. He's so good. So good. I love him. He's it. So yeah. That is what we will do then. Tomorrow we will do his other form, and we'll go from there. Do we have any suggestions on who we want to raid? I don't even know who's up. I'm gonna turn off my mic because I need to move it over. 1 minute. Is this on? It is on. Okay. I don't think I turned it off correctly. You know what? It's fine. Do we have any suggestions on who we would like to raid today? Open Twitch. Thank you. Here's the rest of my... There it is. Who is on? There's you. I don't actually know many of these people. Alright, if we don't have any suggestions, in theory I should raid like one of the people I follow, but I haven't actually watched. In theory. But yeah, if we don't have any suggestions, then I'll probably call it for today. Okay. But yes. Thank you all for coming. I adore every single one of you for getting me here. Like, so much. I'm smiling so much right now. It makes me very happy. But yes, thank you all for coming. I will see you all tomorrow for part 2. You're shouting out me in my own. You're funny. I love you. Oh, that's why I couldn't fix it. It was over here. You know what? That's fine. It's fine. I'll fix it another time. I can't close it. It's not closing. Okay, I'm not dealing with that. Alright. Thank you all for coming. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good night. Goodbye. Where's my stuff? There it is. Goodbye. No, that's not right.